Hello everybody. So I'm here right now to tell you about the Fast Start promotion that Healy offers because a lot of people have asked about it and it can be a little confusing to just read the flyer. We have a lot of people who are mainly auditory processors, so I wanted to make this video to help y'all out. Basically, Fast Start is for you if you know that you need a Healy in your life, but if it's a little tough on your budget. So what Fast Start does is it offers you a way to get a free Healy even if you don't buy one. I know, that is extremely generous. And the bottom line on how you do this is if you share a Healy with 3 friends who end up purchasing a Healy within your first 30 days of getting an account, then the company will send you as a thank you a free Healy Gold. That's right. That's the first edition of the Healy. And then for every 3 referrals after that of people who purchase a Healy, whether as a customer or a member, then you'll receive another free upgrade. Basically, an upgrade means when you go from one edition to the next. So you could keep doing this effectively with 12 referrals and end up purchasing nothing, getting the Gold, the Healy Holistic Health Plus, and all the way up to the Resonance if you were to refer 12 people within your first 30 days. And I know that is very, very possible, even if you don't have a Healy. I personally referred 10 people before I even received my Healy, and after that, it was ironically exactly 12 within my first 30 days. So I know this is possible to do, and there's many, many others who have done this. So the other offer with Fast Start is that if you do, for example, purchase the Gold out of the gate, then for every 3 that you refer, you would get same thing, another upgrade. So no matter which model you start with, you're able to get Fast Start and to get a free upgrade with every 3 that you refer. 2 points of clarification. First point, if you initially start by purchasing any edition of the Healy, so the Gold up to the Resonance, then the 3 that you share that earn you any of the Fast Start can be any edition, the Healy Gold up to the Resonance or even the DNSC Watch Bundle. However, if you start with no Healy edition, even if you just start with the watch or no edition, then those 3 that you share in order to receive the free Gold have to be one of the top 2 editions, meaning they have to be either the Healy Holistic Health Plus or the Resonance. At that point, you've now qualified for the Gold. So at that point, as you continue to share 3, they can be any edition of the Healy or the DNSC Watch Bundle. If that's confusing, skip to about 9.5-minute mark or so where I go through that with the document up so you can see it in black and white. Second point of clarification. Once you reach the Resonance edition, whether that's through purchasing it initially or if that's through having upgraded by purchasing the upgrade, or if that's through having gotten the free upgrades through Fast Start, once you own a Resonance, then the next 3 shared within that same first 30 days will earn you the second free Resonance. So let me make sure you understand that. Even if you don't start with the Resonance, if you start with another edition but have either upgraded within that 30 days or have 1 upgrades within that 30 days, then the next 3 will earn you the second free Resonance. So if you start with nothing and you go up through 3, 6, 9, 12 and receive your Resonance, 15 sold in that first 30 days and you would have earned 2 free Resonances. So not only do you get the free device or the free edition, but you're also going to receive a referral fee. Now in Healyland, that's called a commission. You do not have to be officially selling Healy's or doing this as a business or anything like that in order to earn this, okay? This is nothing scary. This is very cool. It's simply recommending Healy just like you would your favorite restaurant or your favorite supplement or whatnot. Basically, they send you a referral fee. So many websites do that, and Healy is just extremely generous with that. So ultimately, if as you share 3, if you initially started out with a Resonance and you share 3, well, they can't upgrade you, right? There's nowhere else to go. They actually send you a free Resonance. Okay, so basically with that option, when you look at the math and the commission that you would have earned from sharing 3. Let's just choose that you sold 3 resonances, okay? You can do the math on the other devices, but if you had shared 3 resonances, you're going to ultimately, by the time you pay for your first device and receive the commission from those 3, you'll have ended up spending about €500, which is about $540 to have received 2 resonances. The first one and the second one. The second free one, which you can do with whatever you would like. That's about almost a $5,000 value that you just got for €500, 540 US. So it's a very, very generous plan, and it's applicable in both the US and in all of our non-US markets. There is a small difference in the non-US markets in the commission that you would receive if you initially bought nothing. And that is due to the regulations and the comp plan differences between US and not. And I'm going to explain that in detail at the end of this video. So if you are in a market other than the US, know that this still applies. And then we will, at the very end, look at the difference in the commission amount. So that's it. That's the overview. Super simple. You could stop right here and be off and running. If you want to stick around and hear all the details and the intricacies, then I'm going to go through those right now. So basically, I'm going to start with the example of if you didn't buy anything. And you can see that I have up the flyer, the Healy Fast Start promotion. There's 2 flyers. One of them is called English, and one of them is called US English. Obviously, they have them in the other languages too. We're going to look at the one that's for the US first, and I'm going to start with a scenario that if you don't buy anything. So we're going to look in here, and if I'm not going to read this word for word, but I want you to have it on the screen so that you know if you're forgetting any of this, you don't have to come back and watch the video. You can just pull this document up in your back office and take a look. Okay, so basically, buying a Healy is a 2-step process. First, you get an account. Second, you buy a Healy. It is possible to do that in one step. For example, if you start at the shop, you can go through the process and at the very end choose a checkbox to become a member instead of a customer, and then you would end up with your account and purchasing. I don't personally recommend people do that because it's very easy for people to forget that little checkbox. So when I am sharing Healy with others, I recommend they do the 2-step process where they get an account and then they buy their Healy. How do you get the account? Obviously, you use that referral link that someone gave you, partner.healyworld.net/their username, and you would go through and get your account. Now, when you do this, you have your own username. So now you can share that with others, partner.healyworld.net/your username. You can do that right away, and when you share that with somebody, if they use that link to purchase their Healy, then you get credit for the sale. So, like I said, you can see on this document that when you share 3, if you have purchased nothing, you're going to get a gold. So this first page of the document describes that when you have 3 new Healy World members or customers, so this applies whether the person enrolls as a member or a customer, if they purchase any Healy edition or a DNSC bundle, which is the watch bundle, within the first 30 days after the day you sign up as a Healy World member, then you'll receive 1 or more upgrades to your Healy edition. So this is describing the scenario where you did purchase something. And again, it says at the next, if you already own a Healy resonance and you sell 3, then you'll get a second Healy resonance, okay? If you scroll down to page 2, that's where it describes the scenario where you purchase nothing. It says even with a Healy watch you can begin, and then at the very last paragraph, this version is also possible if you own neither a Healy edition nor a Healy watch. So it doesn't matter which, if you own nothing, you can still do this and you'll still receive the device. But the main difference to recognize in the 2 scenarios is right here where it explains if you have purchased nothing or a Healy watch, so meaning you have not purchased any of the 4 Healy devices, if you purchased no device or a watch, then in order to receive your free gold, you have to share with someone one of the top 2 editions, the Healy Holistic Health Plus or the Resonance. That is the main difference on if you buy nothing initially and you share with 3 friends. They have to be one of the top 2 editions. Up here on page 1, It can be any edition. So if you bought a gold and you sell 3 golds, sell 3 resonances, it doesn't matter. Once you have a device, at that point, any 3 that you sell will earn you the free upgrade. Okay, so the other thing that this page explains is the cash bonus. You can see that there's also part of Fast Start is an additional cash bonus that you receive in addition to the regular commission that you would earn for sharing a device, selling a device. I never say sell, I always say share because that's more authentic for me, but please know when I do use the term share, I mean sell. I mean that someone has purchased a device. Okay, so when you look at the Fast Start cash bonus, you can see that once you begin selling a holistic health model, you start receiving this. 25, it says dollars, but it really should say euros. We get paid in euros. Right now, the exchange rate is about 1.08, so it's close. Healy Holistic Health is 25 euros, Holistic Health Plus 50, and the Resonance is $100, which is about 108 US dollars. So that's an extra bonus that you receive, and it doesn't matter in this case if it's 1, 2, 3, or 300. You earn that for every single one that's sold in your first 30 days. Okay, so in summary here with this, if you did start out with absolutely nothing and you sold 3 of the Holistic Health Plus or the Resonance, they will send you a free Healy Gold in addition to the commission that you would have earned depending on which device you sold, in addition to the regular commission that you would have earned. And then at that point, in order to earn extra upgrades, each 3 that you sell, you earn 1 more upgrade. So I do like to use one example that kind of brings this really home. So in this example, let's say that you started with nothing and you referred 3 friends who got a resonance model. The company's going to send you the free gold, and the compensation that you would earn from those 3 resonances almost completely covers the cost of upgrading to the resonance. So now this is in US. In Europe, that's a little different. So this section is US. Basically, if you bought nothing and just shared 3, that's it, 3, you're going to get a free gold, and with the commission that you earn from those 3 resonances, you could use that to purchase the upgrade all the way through the Holistic Health, the Holistic Health Plus, and the Resonance. So that's a pretty cool way to go all the way from nothing to a resonance just by sharing with 3 friends, the resonance model. Now in Europe, like I said, that's a little bit different, and the reason is we'll get into that when we go through the European compensation plan about exactly what they would earn. But basically, they would earn about 600 euros in that situation, which is more than the cost of 1 upgrade. So they would be able to go from the gold all the way up to the holistic health and still have some extra cash just from sharing 3. So the other reminder before we move into more details is just that, remember, this is 30 days from the time you get your account, not from the time that you order and not from the time that you receive your device, but from the day you first get your account. And so that brings me to the last question of when will you get your free device? When you get your free device is shown on here where it says plus the 14 days revocation period. Basically, after the 3 referrals have all gotten their device and had their 2-week warranty period, basically, right? Revocation, whatever you want to call it, return policy. After that point, that's when you qualify to receive your free one, and that's when it gets processed and sent to you. So you are going to have to wait for this to happen, but definitely worth the wait. Okay, so that completely wraps up the section on the USA Fast Start promotion, and at this point I'm going to go into the only difference for our non-USA markets, which is about the direct commission they earn. So if that's not relevant for you, thanks for listening, have a great day. If that is relevant for you, then basically the difference in our non-US markets is about the direct bonus commission. And the reason is because in Europe, the direct bonus is based not on what you sell, but on what you own. So, for example, if you own a resonance model, then you're eligible for 40% of the PV of whichever model you sell. I know we're not going to go into details of all of that right now. Just know that what you own determines it. So Resonance, you would earn 40% on your sales, the PV of the sales, down to the Gold where you earn 30%, and it's 33 in the middle, 36 in the middle. So basically, that's why when you look at the flyer, it explains down here, if you go right here and it shows the Healy Gold, you start with a direct bonus of 30%. If you share 3 more, then you can see over here on the right that not only do you get the free upgrade to the Holistic Health, but now your direct bonus changes as well, because now you own a Holistic Health and now your direct bonus from all your other sales jumps up to 33%. So that is the main difference. And you can see that as you scroll down as well to the second page, which explains what happens if you start with just a watch or nothing in Europe or anywhere not the US. If you started with a watch, your direct bonus starts at 30%. It's the same as if you started with a Gold. If you share 3, you do get a free Gold, but you notice you're still at the 30%. Then if you sell 3 more, then you get upgraded to the Holistic Health, and that's when you jump up to the 33%. So as you can see on this very last paragraph down here, it says, this version of Fast Start is possible if you own neither the Healy Edition nor a Healy watch. In this case, you'll receive a reduced direct bonus of 8%, and the cash bonus is excluded. So if you have bought absolutely nothing, you do receive 8%. And so 8% of a Resonance, for example, Resonance has a PV of 1250, 8% of that is 100 euros. So you would earn 100 euros for each of your first 3 sales if they were Resonance, let's say. And so after 3, you would receive 300 euros in addition to a free Healy Gold. So you're more than halfway just with that 300 euros towards purchasing yet another upgrade. And now you have your Gold, and from now on, you don't just earn the 8%, you earn the 30%. So I hope that helps explain the differences, and enjoy this amazing opportunity that Healy has offered to us. Bye. Actually, I thought of one more example I wanted to offer for our non-US market, because I think this is a pretty extraordinary example. If, for example, you started out with nothing and you referred 3, so now you're upgraded to a Gold. So you just made your 300 euros. We're going to assume you're selling Resonances. You can do the math if it's not a Resonance. So you earned your 300 euros, and now let's say you share 3 more. So basically, with those next 3, you're at the 30% rate. So you end up making $11.25 plus 300 extra for it those being Resonances. So that's $14.25. And guess what? That's more than it would cost you to upgrade from that Holistic Health to the Resonance. So what have I just said? Basically, if you buy nothing and you share with 6 friends, that's it, 6 people in your first month, you're going to end up with a free Resonance. Because if you take all the commission that you earned and you pay that back to the company for those 2 additional upgrades, you would end up, I think, with like maybe 50 euros still in your pocket and a free Resonance. So that is such an extraordinarily generous offer from Healy, and a way to end up with a Resonance from sharing with six Resonances with others. So there's so many different scenarios, so many different ways to make this work for you. That's the beauty of understanding Fast Start, is so that you can set your goal and know exactly what you need to be able to get the device that you want. So enjoy. Have a great night. Bye.